It paused on me. Did anybody? Did it pause on anybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it did.
choppy.
Like, I don't. She got it tomorrow too. Same pay.
Focus.
Hmm. Okay, let's move.
That's a lot of money to think about. Nice to see those blessings rolling in like that. Thank you. Good evening. I don't even really know how to start this off. This is God level things we don't want to talk about tonight. We don't really have too much of a topic. We were just going to do a Q&A since it's Christmas. We know that you all are enjoying your family right now, but if you happen to be plugged in, hello. I do want to say welcome to all of our new members this week.
I
Mm.
say,
Amazing.
Mhm.
Absolutely amazing. Merry Christmas to those who celebrated Christmas this year. I know I did. Per my daughter's request, we could probably jump into that conversation Diamond and John was just having about Christmas. I just threw y'all up under the bus, didn't I? Boom.
already.
No, we were on top of the bus. So that
Oh,
might have been
okay.
a toy
You
bus.
driving it. That's
That
what's
might
up.
have been
My condolences goes out to my sister. My condolences goes out to the Guthrie family as well. Um, Losing someone around the holidays is tough. So, who wants to kick this off?
Well, I would say that, mainly we'll deal with any topic or any comment question that any one of our viewers have today. And we have topics among ourselves that we also want to throw out there too. Can we put the number up, John?
Yes, we
You know, that,
can. Got
yeah, to
you.
have people call in, call in if you got something you just, grateful for, um,
Oh,
call in, share your experiences with us, so we can all celebrate with you or what have you. But
That would be nice.
yeah, we just want to feel, bless us with that some of that joy and happiness that you've attained over this weekend, you know, or lack thereof.
Can I go
Mm.
first?
Okay,
Okay,
go
before you
first.
do that, I would like to
Oh,
say, peace, 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 to everybody that's watching right now. This is God level things that people don't want to talk about. Brought to you by God level and this beautiful panel right now. We have Sabada Ahmed, Masters John Skywalker, and King Newborn. Just want to introduce everybody. And then, as always, we have God Level. I
I
myself
say.
is King Newborn. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Newborn Everything. And as always, I say, I am of service.
I say.
Peace, peace.
I'm a bad host tonight. I
oh,
didn't even
ain't no
introduce
bad
myself.
host.
I didn't even send it to John over for him to introduce himself. John, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
No introduction needed. Y'all see
Yeah,
it
because
down there, and it's already called out. Let's get to the cakes, cookies, and the trinkets for this conversation, though.
John is big. He don't need no introduction.
John, you been sipping. Are you just in a good mood? You been sipping.
Yeah, on this these aminos right here. Yeah, some
Uh-oh.
water and amino. Yeah, some
There you
aminos.
go. There you
That's
go.
what's up.
Mm.
We
That's what's up.
live. There
Well, it's got some coffee bean in it, so
you
some
go. Might be
yeah.
jacked a little bit. That's what's up.
Oh my god!
Yes,
It
sir.
better. You said it might be a little. Oh.
It's cool, John. I'm going to the gym after this anyway. So we good.
Uh-oh.
We good.
Oh snap! Okay, go
After the
days
show,
off.
you going to the gym after the show?
Yeah, is that
Dang,
okay? We good? I
that's
mean,
what's
I mean,
up.
I would say you not going. I'm just saying we throwing people under the bus. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
you ain't
Is it a
gotta.
coach bus? Is
You
it a school bus? what? What we
I
doing?
thought I thought I saw one of your rings go out today.
Uh oh.
God level.
Oh. Oh.
Didn't one of your
Oh.
your rings go off on the fitness app? Or am I thinking of yesterday? I could have sworn it went off today. I'm like, dang.
You
I know
know,
yesterday I did 8,100 steps though. I'm just
you
throwing
know,
something out there.
today I
Yeah.
just participated in the Christmas festivities,
Mhm.
family,
The
you know,
holiday
the holiday.
festivities.
My daughter wanted to
Mhm.
celebrate Christmas. This was her first Christmas with me. She usually celebrates Christmas with her dad because I had stopped celebrating. So I wasn't being bothered with the buying of the gifts every year, the spending of the money and in lines and the traffic and none of the headache for
Commercialized.
wrapping. Yes.
Yeah. And they would call you Grinch, right?
There you
When they
go.
call you Grinch.
No.
When
Yeah.
they
What
call
I
you
would-
Grinch.
Oh, that was a good song too.
No. So usually if I would be working, the kids would be in Cincinnati with their dad and I would be working. I would volunteer to work for someone who I know is working Christmas with a big family and they celebrate that holiday. So I will work for them. But this year my daughter was like, "Can we do it?" And I'm like, "Sure, we can." Which I want to talk about. Who is that?
That's me. I put that. I
Oh,
was asking the people.
okay. So
Things that
Yeah.
people don't
By
want
the
to talk
way,
about.
for those that are watching, can we get a cooler check in? Get a hello. How
Yeah.
you doing? Happy
Yeah,
holiday.
who's out
What
there?
state you in? Can we get some little
Yeah, how far are we
as we
on?
like to say it,
Yeah, how y'all?
community participation.
Oh, so Amina wants to talk. You want to talk about Kwanzaa?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
I'd love to talk about Kwanzaa.
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
let me open up this.
Strike
Is
strike
my
a match.
phone
Let's
not
get it.
open?
Let's get it.
Principles.
Yes, we talk
Peace,
about
peace,
Kwanzaa.
peace to the queen. Amina. How you be, queen?
Yes.
Hey,
How was your
man,
holiday?
yo,
How was your
your
weekend?
recent posts, Amina. Oh wow. Professional. Oh wow. Professional.
Actually, my queen and I will be doing the candle lighting for the second Kwanzaa principle, Kuja Chagalia, which is
Ooh, look at
self-determination.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We will be
Break it
we
down.
will be
Break it
doing
down.
that with the founder of Kwanzaa himself, Dr. Mulana Karenga.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We'll be doing that with him tomorrow at the official opening of the Kwanzaa celebration with the US organization right here in Los Angeles. And so we'll be lighting our candle. They'll go with the first one, Umoja, then we'll do our Kuji Chagalia, and then somebody else will do the next one and so forth. And our spiritual center actually have taken the principle Kuji Chagalia to expound on. So we'll be broadcasting a full event on Tuesday because that's Kuji Chagalia is going to be on Tuesday. So we'll be doing a full 2-hour event coming from our spiritual center on Tuesday and everything. So you want to talk about Kwanzaa, we can talk about some Kwanzaa, And I do want to say that he is also the author. Dr. Molana Karenga is the author of this book, and which is a book that I'm actually leading a book study on every Sunday morning. And it is online as well.
That's right. I do have
Yeah.
that one on my wish list.
So we
yeah,
lead
I have that
this.
one on my wish list.
Hey,
And we've
Dre.
had we've had the honor of Dr. Karenga coming on and leading us through chapter 4. He took us through chapter 4 himself in this book. So rubbing elbows with some big people,
Mm-hmm.
As you
So, yeah.
should.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean that's so dope. That's what I keep telling myself. That's so dope.
Mm.
It's just dope. Just that I know, and I couldn't even imagine myself as a kid. Even I didn't even ever wonder who it was that started Quanda. So, but for me to end up right here in the same
Wow.
town and also in the same, and now he knows who I am and so forth. He addresses me by Saba. Everybody in his camp, they say Siba, which is another variation of teacher. So he actually initiates Saba and Sebas in his organization as well. And it's just beautiful. So it's really, really cool. So Amina, if you want to talk more about that, call in so we can start some dialogue with that.
Salutes to
Oh,
Dre.
absolutely.
Peace, Dre. How the king
Peace,
doing?
Dre.
How is he doing? He hasn't called in a while.
Oh,
What's
he been
going on,
working.
Mr.
He been
Dre?
Yeah,
working.
Dre been working.
He been
He been
working.
I know
working.
the feeling, honey.
Yeah, being a great father. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, he out
yes.
there
That's
doing the
what's
great work.
up.
I just want to say something real quick. I just want to point out the difference between male and female thought process on certain things. It's just real quick how it was like from the brother's standpoint. It was like he put in great work as far as community and building a home front and God level. He was like, yeah, getting that bread.
Okay.
Oh,
And that's a small little thing. That's the difference between it's the difference. It's a
Got
big
her eye on the
difference.
prize, huh?
Hey, you hear me? The bag.
the bag, but I said I understand because I know what that's like because I be about my bag too. I be making my money too, so
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you
but for
hard at work.
mostly men, it's the foundation because you
Mhm.
can't stay consistent without having a solid foundation. You got to keep on rearranging things, do it over, readjust, replace. Dang, where I put this at, gotta have a foundation. Once a man get a foundation, he can obtain anything in this world. I don't care what man it is.
Mm.
He can obtain anything. Whether you feel
Mhm.
like he a criminal, a felon, or whatever, doctor, lawyer, teacher. I mean, he has a solid foundation. He gonna cause problems, like for real, for real.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's
You
peace.
know, somebody asked me, and I believe it was one of my clients. Yes, it was one of my clients when I was taking him through the
Plumb
you know
line.
the um the understanding of why Aset, which is the wife of Osar, why her crown is a throne, and how
Mm.
without a throne, the king has nothing without a throne, and but the throne is also sanctioned by the woman, you
Ooh.
know. And so
Solid.
she's the one who endows him with the power to rule. So this
Mm.
is why it's so important that he may be the one calling the shots. But if you seen that movie Avatar 2, The Way of Water, and
We
did
saw it.
you saw it? So did you see when they finally came to that tribe, that water tribe, and they wanted to stay? Remember,
Mm-hmm.
he said it wasn't him that I was worried about. And then they had the female come around, his wife come around, and he had to look at her. Even though he's the chief, and he could
Yeah.
say, yeah, y'all can stay, but he said he had to look at her, and
Mm-hmm.
so it wasn't gonna happen until she said it was okay. You
Facts.
see, this is how it is. He may be the voice, but she sets the precedence.
Oh yeah,
You
no
know,
doubt.
yeah, yeah. But this is what. But I'm like, but why is that important? Why do men submit to that? See, men need a home. We love having a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's our women that gives us purpose. When we live through purpose, we can literally do anything. It gives us direction. It is the function of that masculine energy. It
Come
needs direction, but it's always willing. You understand? And it's the feminine energy
on,
that gives us that direction.
man. Talk
Some
It's
men
about it.
don't know that, but we ain't gonna talk
Talk about
well,
that.
well, but
Now
it's
hold on
Wait
now.
a
it's
minute.
it's
Hold
I said
on
some.
now.
No, I wasn't throwing shots. I wouldn't.
Nah, I want to say it then. We can throw shots.
No, I wasn't throwing
Most
shots.
of the men
Well,
don't
I
know it
mean,
because the formula isn't there. When the formula isn't there,
hmm
he don't automatically act in instinct.
come on.
Because you could take a lion and put him in a closed habitat. He gonna, he gonna act within his confines. But put him back in the wild and see what he revert back to.
Mm-hmm.
Instinct. Instinct.
mm,
Well,
He's looking.
we can
Mhm.
simplify it too. How do young boys act towards their mother.
Mm-hmm.
Be
Mm-hmm.
very protective.
I was
Ooh, the
thinking
movie
that,
300.
yes.
Yep.
The
Before
movie
he gave him
300.
that kick into the hole, he looked back at his wife and
Yeah,
she
Mhm.
nodded,
Mm-hmm.
and he
yeah.
turned around and we awesome. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The
That's
wife
another
was
good
like, oh,
example.
yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
what Sabat Amin was saying, you know, and then I trip off of that. You'll see great men, and you be like, a lot of black women like to say, yeah, but ain't no real great man without a great woman. Ain't nothing wrong with
Mm-hmm.
saying that. That's peace. That's the equation. Why
Well,
we got
that's
to
the way
keep
it's
on
supposed to be.
destroying it? Yeah, that's the way it's
Uh-huh.
supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's 100% the way it's supposed to be. And show me a man that ain't never been humbled by a woman that has implemented so much peace in his life. He'll be
Uh-huh.
like, nah,
Mm.
I can't even do it,
Yeah,
bro.
I can't. Yep.
No, I can't even
Yep.
do it.
Yep. The value
A
is
And,
real
there. It's
man.
and
already
oh yeah,
established.
big
Real
time.
man. A real man.
He could be a criminal. It could be a felon. It don't. What I'm
Ooh.
saying is, it's certain laws that I don't care how you try to manipulate them. When true feminine principle is there, you could destroy any beast.
Oh yeah.
And she ain't got to be yelling all loud, irate. She don't have to do any of that. She might get that man a little hug. He crushed. He don't know what to do right now. Cause inside of him, he's like, "What I'm gonna do? Beat her up? I mean, it's a woman. What you want me to do?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My
So
eyes is all
that's
over this one. I
well,
heard
yeah.
order. I heard order. True.
Hey, bars,
Ooh.
That's right.
bars.
And she established the order.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
again, because like I say, that will, that putting forth that will, that willingness, that function, that is the function of the masculine. And but it's like, but you can't just do anything. So
Mm-hmm.
there's got to be a boundary within which you need to act. So that's what women does because it gives us purpose. Like I say, it gives us a way to focus our energy and to focus our function, our divine function, which is that masculine energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it make it hard for a man when a man is traveling alone. He willing to do anything to death. But if you throw a woman in that equation, he be like, man, I can only go so far because I still got to get home to protect her.
Mm.
Man,
Whew.
just saying, just think about that. Like, I want to point out to God level, you know what I'm saying? I love you, sis. Between your smile and that big heart you got, you could destroy any man just from your feminine principle alone. And please understand what I just said. I said from your feminine principle. The true delicacy of who you are, the nurturer that you really are, the caregiving woman that you are, the one that will always want to lend a hand to help. You don't have to match masculine with masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Your true power is in your feminine principle. And I'm just going to give you a small example right now. Each one of these brothers on here, I'm pretty sure is good with their hands, but they humble as hell on this show. Just a thought. Not nan one of us on here have overstepped our bounds when it came to dealing with you,
Mm.
arguing with you, fighting with you. We quick to be, yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, God level. Go ahead. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Every last one of us brothers.
Hmm.
And if we get too quiet, it's because we're trying to make sure we right and exact.
Hmm.
I just want you to
Hmm.
understand that. Just really, really understand that. When you project from the other standpoint, how quick each one of us brothers, including myself, check the S out of ourselves to make sure we stay in line. It ain't even about you. It's about making sure that we stay in line to allow you to fully function in your feminine principle.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
sense
just
of
did it a week
purpose.
ago. You was like, no, hold on, Diamond. That's what you did. And Diamond said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And he sat back. He said, yes, ma'am. He sat back. I don't care what man it is for real. When a man is hit with with feminine principle, he acknowledged the fact that that is a woman, that is a queen, that is a goddess. That's my sister. That's my mom, my auntie, my grandmother, my great grandma. There's no way in the world I'm supposed to be arguing or fighting with her.
Not at all.
Period. It's no disrespect to women because women have their strong suits in many different facets. But no man ain't trying to fight a woman in her feminine principle. It confuses him up here to be like, hold on, I don't know how to respond to that. See, I'm pretty sure Diamond would know how to respond to me if I got a little bit louder, if I got a little too close to the mic and I were to read, he'd probably get with me. Master Skywalker would definitely. I know he would too. And it wouldn't even be about bravado. It'd be about, hold on, bro, lower your tone. Recognize who you're talking to. Name a time any one of us have said that to you on this show. I'm just saying, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Even when you might tune into a different frequency, the most you might hear, and it be me,
Yep.
or you'll hear me say, and I quote, tread softly. Because at that particular point, I'm already understanding that if you do go left, one of us have to catch you, bring you back real quick. So that means we have to be paying attention. We got to be mindful.
Alert. The antennas are going up. Yep. We're going outside the perimeter. Up.
I need you to unmute your mic.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, you got 3 lions right here, ready to kill at will.
I don't know what to say. I'm just comfortable. I'm here. I don't have anything to worry about.
Why should you though?
Exactly. Why should I?
So this should be living proof to carry on into the community. Culture.
Yeah, when you say community,
anything outside of God Level Podcast.
Okay.
Anything.
If these men are showing me the same respect as you, then yeah.
That's where you differ at.
Okay.
You have enough power to smile and say thank you and keep it moving.
I do. I do.
Remember when me and you bump heads when we were talking about accountability? Accountability is knowledge of self. So I want my sister to know the knowledge of self, that you hold a very, 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 very strong feminine power that no man can defeat. No man on a physical plane can beat you in your highest form of femininity. Please understand what I'm saying. No man. And if I was lying, Skywalker or Sabadami, aka the general teacher now, they would have been said something. Yeah, they would have got me together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's a smile right there. Look at it. You ever look at it? You ever take time to look at the mirror?
Yes.
You let that mirror talk to you? Yeah, there you go. See, that's what I'm saying. So what man want to fight that?
None. You know what that is? We rather succumb to its seduction.
Facts.
Rather
How do
than,
I get you to do that more?
Yes, because men love to be seduced, and you ladies know how to seduce. This is why we go, okay. This is why it's instant humility, you
Mm,
know. So you never, so if a woman understand how to utilize her powers, women are very powerful. There is a netret by the name of Het Haru who has these powers, who gets men to do her bidding, and she's still a form of Hathor. She's a form of Aset. She's a form of Aset Sutri, which is Imbat Het. But she can get men and anybody really to do her bidding because she's so beautiful and she's so sensual. And she never has to raise her voice. She never comes with masculine energy. She knows how to work in that feminine energy to subdue everybody around, and before you know it, you're eating out of her hands, eating out of her. You can't even be mad at her. You know, she if you came to kill her, I guarantee you wouldn't succeed, only because she would subdue you. You would be under her charm. You see? So and we love that. Seduce us. Put us under your spell. We'd rather you do that than to challenge us. So this which is what a lot of women try to do these days. You can't put masculine and masculine. You can't challenge us. Don't meet us on our ground. We got enough of that going on, you know. But if you use what you got, okay, which is that polar response. You see what I'm saying? You have to, so it's just like Michelle Obama said, when they go high, we go low, and so forth. It's just, if you understand that you're dealing with this positive or masculine force, then you need to come with a negative or feminine force to subdue it, because it's always about bringing things back into balance. It's never about dominating. And a lot of times we get out of line with our masculinity, because along with that comes arrogance, it comes egoism, it comes all of this stuff. We want to dominate because that's what we do, and if you let us roam free, that's what's going to happen. That's why in a male dominated world we have war. You see what I'm saying? So and it's all about seeing whose schlong is bigger. That's what it's about, right? But then you go back into the days where it was a patriarchal society, then we experienced peace more, because we had the woman at the top. When it was a matriarchal society, you had the woman at the top giving her wisdom, passing her wisdom down, keeping everybody in line, and saying, "Look, this is the way." You know, and so men knew how to act. We knew what was okay, how much of ourselves it was okay to assert, and then how much we need to hold back. Because if you let us bring it all forth, we're gonna bring it all forth. And we do that when masculine on masculine, we're gonna bring it all forth. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we go out as the warriors and everything, because we are bringing it all forth. I do want to address this comment. I can't I can't see who sent that though. Woman civilizes man. So let's understand that that's not true. A woman doesn't civilize a man no more than a man civilizes a woman, but it's only in our interaction and function. Every man needs to be in balance, and every woman needs to be in balance. And is when we come together, we balance each other out. It's about balance. It's not about civilizing. And remember that civilizing was a European word that they came up with to say that themselves are superior to these so-called savages or primitive people that are not civilized. So let's understand that. So it's not about that, but it's about bringing things to balance. Yes, beloved, you wanted to say something. I can see the steam coming
Yeah,
off your
that's
head.
in Gandhi. That is my spiritual mother,
Hmm.
who wrote that, women civilized man, seven. Her name is, she's going to have to call in. Is the number posted? Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
post it. I would
Gandhi,
love to talk about it.
please
I would love
call
to talk about it.
in.
Hmm.
Oh my God. This woman, she's pretty smart. Yeah, she's up there.
Hmm.
She's up
Well,
there.
and I'll be honest with you, I talk to a lot of smart, wise people, very intelligent and wise people, and sometimes we just get our terms caught up. So I'm sure that her meaning is there because
Mhm.
I can feel where she's coming from.
Oh yeah.
So I agree with the concept.
Women rule, men lead.
Mhm.
Mm,
She has to call in.
yeah, yeah. I,
Call
w- I would love to hear her explanation on that because the thing about it is we don't separate. The thing about it, we get it done by merging as one.
Mhm.
That's how we get it done. And so there's a polar there's this effect where we supplement or complement each other according to our weaknesses and our strengths. There are some things that I cannot accomplish because I'm a man.
Mhm.
You see, and I need my woman to do those things. And there are certain things that she can't accomplish because she's a woman, and she need her man to do those things. And I ain't just talking about we ain't talking about taking out the trash and fixing cars. We ain't just talking about that, but we're talking about emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and so forth. You see, we're talking about those things, and so it's not until we merge. So this is where the divine masculine feminine principle actually comes together and exists as a single unit. You see, because remember, it was the differentiation of the two that put things in motion to head towards creation in the first place. Because in the before creation, in what we call in Kemetic tradition, we call it Nun. In Nun, it was a watery abyss, and
Mhm.
everything, all the primal matter and material that's in creation, that it took to create, it was there, but it was in such resonant frequency to where everything canceled each other out. And so what had to happen was those frequencies had to be differentiated a little bit, slightly, and then it broke them apart. That itself what could have caused the Big Bang. It could have caused the Big Bang when those things got separate, and all of a
in.
sudden you got masculine and feminine that are now differentiated and becoming two items searching to become one again. But if they ever come back together in resonant frequency, everything in the universe would disappear. All creation would cease to exist if they ever came back in resonant frequency again. So our differentiation is a natural phenomenon that we just need to acknowledge, accept, and learn how to navigate with. So I am not whole without her. She is not whole without me.
Mm.
You see? So I mean, so these are the concepts. This is what we have to understand. There's no such thing as a man not needing a woman or a woman not needing a man. There's no such thing. There's no such. All I can say is go sit
This
on
is
the
God
island
level. Who am I
yourself.
speaking with?
Hello, darling.
Hello, hun. How are you?
Great, she called.
Can
What's
you?
the question?
She said, "What is the question?"
Well, oh, is this her? I wanted her
Yes.
to expound on some of the comments that she made when she was saying woman civilizes man, and also you said you had mentioned another one that I don't see.
This it was all one comment. It just didn't show.
I see.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was all one comment. It just didn't show.
Oh, when she said, so women rule and men lead.
Lead. Yeah.
Women
Yeah,
rule
I would love
and
to hear the
men
wisdom on that.
lead.
Absolutely. I would love to hear the wisdom on that.
Can you hear him?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
He wants to know what I meant by women rule and men lead.
Yes, ma'am.
What women do rule, they give the word. The word was always the logos. The logos was always woman. Woman was always wisdom. Always. She's always given the word. If you read your Bible, you see that there, the king always consulted the oracle for her wisdom. So she rules by the word, and they lead by her word.
Oh wow. Do y'all have anything y'all want to say behind that?
Yeah, I would like to
Yeah.
ask if she can give us an example, a working example.
Did you hear his question?
Who rules his household? The woman does. He leads the house. If you have strife in your household, it's because the woman is not happy.
Mm.
I mean, that's common sense. You see that. She rules the household. The house was always woman. That is one of her symbols, the house, the queen of heaven. She rules the heaven. She's the darkness. The sun comes out of her. If it wasn't for the darkness, you would not have purpose. The sun would not have purpose. Its purpose comes from the darkness.
Wow. Mm. Diamond,
She's the moon.
I'm sorry.
She's the one. She's the amniotic fluid. She's the beginning. She's the Alpha. She's the Omega. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. It's the mother. It always has been the mother. You come through her.
Mm.
And there's no debate about it. I'm agreeing with what you say. You know, the about. But it's always the mother. The son loves his mother first. That's the first thing he knows is his mother.
Mhm. I don't disagree, but I don't fully.
I'm glad to hear that, son.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't disagree, but the only issue I'm having is that there seems to be there's an incompleteness in what you're saying. There's a lack of making this make sense. And I can make it make sense because what you're saying is right, but then at the end of the day, the woman is not the alpha and omega. That at the end of the day, sure, she has a function, but so does a man. You see what I'm saying? So this world really,
Did I take that away from him? Did I take away?
no, ma'am, you didn't. I'm not saying you did. I'm just going by what I
Okay.
think I heard.
But
That's it.
then because I did not speak on his function, that's your issue.
Well, yeah, and
Okay.
it's not
Because I
just
did
that
not
because
speak on
it's
his function.
any. I'm
That
sorry.
I did not speak on his function. That was your issue, and that's the question.
Okay, yeah. So it's not that is the issue, not my issue, but that's the issue. That
No,
anytime,
that's your issue because
well,
you're raising it. No one else is raising it but you. So that
I
is your
I
issue.
I,
I just
I don't
said
want to
that he
debate.
leads.
I don't want to debate
Yes,
that, but
I said that he leads. I did say that he leads.
yes, ma'am, you did. So, but I don't want to debate that. But what
Okay.
I'm saying is, in my response, the issue that brings about my response is the fact that when you talk about man and woman, you have to talk about them equally. You have to talk about the balance in their relationship, the balance in their function, and how they bring balance out in the world. And there is, but to actually put one to say Alpha and Omega is trying to deem that one is superior than the other. And that is absolutely false. That's false. So that's just what I thought I heard you say. Am I mistaken when you said the woman is the Alpha and
So
Omega?
no, you did not mistake what I said. I said the woman
Okay.
is the Alpha and Omega. Yes, I did
Hmm.
say.
Okay. But that's all. It's just when we talk about her function, there is no doubt because even in our Kemetic history, all of the protectresses, all of the women, all of the Netzeret that actually brings about balance and purification and restores order are all women. They're all female, right? So there's
Yes,
no
but I'm
doubt
talking
of the
about something
power.
that goes further back than your comedic history, dog.
Say it again, beloved.
I said that I'm speaking on something that goes further back than Kemetic history.
So what are you saying goes back further than Kemetic history?
The mother.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Well, Kemetic history, it talks about how far that goes back. So this is not just that.
We talked about it, but I'm talking about it going further back than that, than the talk.
No. But if you know Kemetic history, you know the Kemetic history goes all the way back to the beginning before the beginning. You understand? So you don't get no further back than that.
I believe that your Mesoram is Mendez, who began the first dynasty, and that begins your Kemetic history, does it not?
No, absolutely not.
When you talk about dynasties, you're talking about the beginning of what we are calling the pharaohs, but the original pharaohs were the most.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm talking about real Kemetic history, not something you get off YouTube or just by a Google search. I'm a true Kemetic spiritual scientist.
But I'm not talking about YouTube either.
I understand, but I've actually read the papyrus for myself, so I know. I can read the hieroglyphs. You understand? So I've seen it for myself. So I'm not.
And I am saying that those hieroglyphs, those papyrus, were changed by the priest.
No, ma'am. Absolutely not.
Yes, sir.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
No, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm just have to correct you on that. They were not changed. I don't know what you mean by changed. Because when we talk about the coffin text and the pyramid text, you can go and see them today as they were 10,000 years ago. So I don't know who you're talking about changing it.
Further back than 10,000 years ago.
Understood. But the story that they tell is the story that goes back further than 10,000. We're talking about millions.
Those stories were written by the priest.
Okay. So they were written by the priests. Who else would write them?
The priestesses, the mother, the ones who gave the logo and the logic.
And so what do you understand about that tradition that you think that there were no priestesses?
Say that again.
I said, what do you understand about their tradition that you think that there was no priestesses?
I didn't say that there were no priests. I said that they were written by the priests. I know that they were priests who gave the oracles of the divine cosmic African mother.
Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to get to what you're talking about as far as you're saying something that goes back further than this. What is that? What is that goes back further than that?
The oracles before they were written.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. Now we're on the same page. You're talking about before things were written, there was an understanding, there was an intuitive understanding and an intuitive expression, that we call that was the oracle. So that's what you're talking about. So before things were written out.
Who gave the laws, and they were eventually written down by the priests, the way they wanted it to read.
No, that's not true. Not in that tradition. That's not true. There is no set of laws that is written down. There's an understanding of how natural law works. So there was no laws.
So the laws of Ma'at are not laws that were written down.
No, they were not laws that were written down. The laws of Ma'at is an ongoing experimentation with nature. And the laws of Ma'at outlines the relationship between all things.
They're not written. That's what you're saying.
Of course they're not written. No, they're not written. Show me where they are written, and I would show you a lie. I got the books right here, beloved. Let me help you out. The Per Imheru. I got a whole book on Ma'at that I teach a course on it. So I can point it out to you. I got both versions.
When you say that you're teaching the course of Ma'at, the
yes,
God of Ma'at,
No, not the goddess Ma'at. So what we talk, the goddess comes.
No, that's who she was. And that's who
No,
she
no,
is.
ma'am. That's secondary to the
She is a
understanding.
God. She is a God, yes. No, that's
N-
who she is.
No, no, no,
And
no,
of
no,
course you would say that. It's understanding. And that's
no,
okay.
no, 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 ma'am.
That
That's
doesn't change the truth, though.
well, I'm trying to tell you the truth. I'm trying to tell you the truth because I study
I
this every
know.
single day. I'm sorry.
I said I know truth.
I understood. I don't take that away from you. I don't. I just think there's a misunderstanding. That's all. That's all. I
Yes,
just
it
think
is
there's a
a
misunderstanding.
misunderstanding.
Yeah. So if I may though, let me just highlight something of as far as the goddess Ma'at. That's a personification
Yeah.
of the understanding of the laws themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the goddess
The
doesn't.
laws that she gave. The laws
No,
that she gave.
no, ma'am. She does not give the laws. No, she does not give the laws. That's false. There is nowhere written in any of the texts, the spiritual text, saying that the goddess Ma'at gives the laws. There's nowhere that says that. That is absolutely false.
And that is because the priest wrote it.
No, ma'am. That's not wise. That's not true. I don't know. I don't know what perspective. I'm sorry.
I don't want to do that with you. I came on to explain.
I respect
what
that.
explain, and I feel better. And
I respect that. Yes, ma'am. I respect that.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for anyway. I really appreciate your call.
Oh
I
no,
really
thank
appreciate the
you for
comment.
calling in.
Thank you, dog.
All right, honey.
Good day.
You too.
Okay. Be blessed.
You too.
Peace, 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 peace.
Yes.
Peace, 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 peace. This is God level podcast, things that people don't want to talk about, brought to you by God level. I do want to say that this is a safe haven for any and everybody of our community to call in and hold intellectual dialogue. But the one thing that we try to pride ourselves in not doing is getting to the point where we're doing mental jousting. To the queen that just called, we really do appreciate you calling in. I honestly would like to have more participation in building with you further, even with our elder Sabada Amen, because I'm pretty sure we could come to some understanding to where we can build and continue to add value, not just to the show, but to our community, and continue to show between male and feminine principle that when we come together, how much of a beautiful force that we are. Because divided we fall. And I'm not saying on either parties of anything. I'm just saying so more of protecting the brand of God level. This is a safe haven because we do have people that watch and tune in, and we already have, for as black men goes, we are monsters, and we're not doing too well in society to a degree. But we're here to build, and we're here to be of service. That's first and foremost. And I love this panel, and I appreciate this panel, and I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. That's all I want.
On Christmas, we thought y'all would
On
be
Christmas.
somewhere enjoying your family, playing some spades.
Y'all probably doing it, and y'all are kind of like using, like y'all brought us into the family. It's cool. Just go ahead and type in and let us know that we're official family. Just
facts.
Yeah,
facts.
please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
Please
Go ahead and give us that. Give us that.
One of you is doing
satisfaction.
it. One of you is doing it. Just turn the volume down. Make sure you put those AirPods in so the family don't know that we shouting them out. You could, but you can't let the family know that we appreciate coming into the living room.
I say.
Facts. Each and every Sunday at 7:00. Each and every Sunday. Let's
We
get
have a
those
good
likes
time
and those
on here.
shares up. Yes.
Who is this?
Yes. We got another caller?
No, someone's texting me and I don't have the number saved. So, hey,
You don't know.
this is Foxy. I can't remember you.
from
Call in.
TikTok. No, it's not a call.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
a text message. I'm sorry. Yes.
All right, all right. And just so you know, because I don't want anybody to be afraid, I'm not gonna, hope nobody didn't take that like I was, uh, in a tussle or anything like. I one thing is for sure is that it's still our responsibility to make sure that only the facts get out,
I
you know,
say. I say.
and there are just some things that a lot, each one of us, we are very knowledgeable in our field of knowledge. And
True.
when it comes to Ma'at and Kemet, I'm extremely knowledgeable. Um,
That's
so
me too.
and I just want to make sure that the facts get straight. And but I'm not gonna. It's really not to convince anybody, but just to let you know, um, my credibility. This is something I do every day. There's not a day that goes by that I'm not into uh, understanding our ancient Cometian tradition. This is something I indulge in every single day, and have for the last almost 20 years. So I'm just saying that, if there's anything, and it's okay, please call and give your piece and whatever, but let's exchange ears as well as we
Mm,
exchange words. You
mm.
know, talk and listen and things like that. I really appreciate the Netzeret that called in, and
Peace.
I really appreciate that. And I would love to talk some more about it because there seem to be some misunderstandings
Okay.
there, you know. So I would love that.
This is Foxy she's watching from YouTube. She says I told her to call in. She said she's too nervous. I said it's okay.
Oh,
It's a safe
Mm.
yeah.
space.
Yes.
She
Yes.
said I see
Yes.
what the lady is saying, but a woman and a man can both be alpha because a woman can run a whole household by herself, but a man can also do the same. It takes a real man to come in and take that female out of her alpha slash masculine energy and show her that she is in good hands and can relax. I know
Mm.
I'm just enjoying the show.
Mhm.
I said
That's
it's
peace.
a
I
safe
say. I say.
space. She said, I know
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying the show. Well, thank you, Foxy. I remember you New York, if I'm not mistaken. I hope you staying warm up there, girl.
Hmm.
Appreciate you, Miss
Oh,
Foxy, for calling
yes.
in.
And
Yes,
share the
yes.
live.
Yeah, and Miss
Definitely.
Miss Foxy, never be well. Okay, again, I stay. This is a safe haven.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
I hope that other podcasts or other vlogs or other communities continue to build off of our platform to create more safe havens for us to come together as family and talk.
Yes.
Like the name of this podcast is things that people don't want to talk about, and a
Yeah.
conversation like what was just had is something that I can see that needs to be talked about. Like the comment that was made, upholding the truth and dispelling the foolishhood. That's
Okay.
important. Like we continue
Yeah.
to embellish in lies and think that we know to a certain point until we find otherwise. I always said to my sister, when we first came about knowing each other, I said I've never been to the point of agreeing to disagree. If I'm at the point of agreeing to disagree, I'm basically saying that I don't even care what you're talking about. I'm not even trying to hear
Mm,
what you're saying. So if we
yeah.
can agree to agree that you have a perspective, I have a perspective,
That's it.
but at the end of the day, you know what? I don't even want to use that cliche. When we come to our understanding, we have to understand that I have to be able to see it from your perspective, and you have to be able to see it from my perspective. But true law and facts will always prevail because at that particular point, you either be the teacher or the student, or vice versa. And it's okay to be that way. It's called communication, and that's how we talk to each other.
Yeah.
So I really want to anybody that's listening, watching, if you're sharing this is a safe haven. This is
Thank
for
I
the
you,
say.
community. We
Amina.
are of
I see them
service.
care hearts.
Yes, we are of service for the community.
I
And
say.
when we have a woman that calls in, a queen that calls in, a goddess that calls in, that's standing firm on her understanding, we need more of that. We need more of that to call in.
Yeah,
You're helping us
yeah.
create more balance in our community to show that we can hold great dialogue about uncomfortable conversations.
Mm.
Hmm. That's it.
You
That's it.
know, and that's one of the examples I was pointing out to God Level, who is my actual real sister, helping her understand that how we quick to humble ourselves, even when we talk to her, and even when we have great queens to call in. And if you play this back, you will see numerous of times Sabada Amen, he dialed back because he don't want to disrupt the frequency. He want to keep the flow going. It's all about currency at the end of the day. It's all about currency. Got to
Yeah.
keep the flow going.
Who is this? Shawty Ashe. I don't know who that is. Truth. I guess he was trying to say truth doesn't care about anyone's feelings.
Facts.
It's the truth, Ashe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The number is posted, Mr. Sean. Feel free to call in.
Yeah. 832-318-6966.
And you
That
know
is
that hard. That's what's up.
832-318-6966.
I say.
I
Please call
literally
in.
thought we was gonna be talking about Christmas.
Oh.
Well, it kind of is. We did go back to
Did
the
I?
nun, didn't we?
I thought we was gonna go. Why is she wearing this hat? I know you want me to. I'm just.
It's peace. It's peace.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand. It's peace.
Epic name. Who is that?
It say Ashe Hole.
Oh, he said
Is that
post the name
Epic
again.
name. Ashe Hole.
Hey,
Post the number, please.
I'm doing it now. I
it's
got you.
it's actually scrolling. It's in
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
rotation
it's
really
right at the
scrolling at the
scrolling
bottom.
right
bottom.
at the bottom of the
Yeah.
Yeah,
little ticker at the
yeah.
bottom.
Yeah. Oh, we got a lot going on this screen. You know, we done updated a few times since the
Yeah,
birth.
and I'm looking at upgrading again. So stay.
You know, since the birth of this podcast, we have upgraded many a times.
Yes, and I'm looking to upgrade one more time. I don't know where we going. Where we going next? I
Yeah.
just maybe I need to upgrade my computer. Maybe that's why I'm seeing the delay. But when I look online, I don't see the delay. Everything online is
Well,
looking
you
very
know,
smooth.
they have upgraded their software so where when we go live, any distortion, flickering, anything we see when we're live
Mm-hmm.
is it's fixed so that way when it's streamed by anybody that wants to watch it later,
Yeah.
smooth.
Yes. I'm
Yes.
seeing that right now.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
also Sabadama said though, we got to go back to the original hardline, wire it up.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to wire it up. Bluetooth ain't everything.
Hmm. That's for real. I
Then
made
I
sure
would have to
I got
rearrange
Ethernet.
Yeah, the Ethernet. You say what?
Yeah,
What?
I got Ethernet on my system. You know.
I would literally have to hold on. It says see more. Y'all gonna have to have a personal conversation. You and Miss Ngandi
Oh
gonna have
yeah,
to
absolutely. Because
finish.
she has a perspective,
Mm-hmm.
but there's also a filter that she's choosing to look at her perspective from, and it is bias. I'll just say it like it is. It is bias. It's from a woman's perspective to uphold. I stand for balance. I stand for balance, not just for the praising of men, but it's about the collective. It's about because I know we're very powerful. We are more together than we can ever be alone.
Facts.
Period.
That
And
is
if we like I say, what my aunt talks about, it's all about understanding the relationship between all things. and especially the operation and the complementary function between the masculine and feminine.
Mm.
You see, you take just one of those away and just choose anyone. You don't have anything. You take anyone away, whether it's the masculine or the feminine, you ain't got nothing. You understand? So that itself highlights the equality. So there's no need to talk about how that women are all of this and all that, and then men are just none of that, or vice versa. I don't have those type of conversations. I bring enlightenment to those conversations and truth. You see? So so all in all, that's all it is. Is there is no biasness. I'm definitely uh understanding, I understand the power of my mother to birth me into this world and what she did as a single parent, all the stuff that she endured, and I am still a product of her, yet coming forth even powerful in my own right. So so I know that, and I couldn't be who I am and what I am without her contribution. And still I am flanked by a queen, that also offers her complementary function in my life, and I know she fills the holes that I leave. Okay, she fills the holes that I live because I like I say, as a man, there are just certain things I cannot do as a man, and she realizes as a woman there's just certain things she cannot do as a woman. So we balance each other. It's about balance, so
I'm waiting to hear from Ashe Ho.
oh, okay. But in the meanwhile, um while we waiting,
Yeah, man. Peace, 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 man.
yeah.
You probably won't hear me say this, but happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays.
Yeah, that's what I'm finna say. So we just got past, we just
John
went
feeling
through.
good this evening. I need everybody to acknowledge that my boy John is feeling good this
uh,
evening.
he sounded like he had a couple of slices of rum cake over there.
Man,
Damn.
no. Look, I'm sipping on my cherry juice.
I'm kidding.
Mm.
No, this is real. This is real cherry juice. I'm trying to plug y'all in. This is a shameless plug right here. Did y'all know that
That's a
cherry
papa cherry.
juice? Yeah, well, not a papa cherry, not that brand,
Okay.
but still,
Okay.
tart cherry juice. And look, it has to be tart cherry. Don't just get cherry juice. Get tart cherry. So I'm over here just sipping on my tart cherry juice.
Yes.
It's okay.
And that stuff is tart.
Anti-inflammatory. Yes. Oh, is it? But it's tart. But I don't know why in my brain I'm like it's sweet.
I always put it with my tea. I put that
Oh.
with my tea and a little bit of honey in it. And that's the way I do it. It's yeah, and it's hot. It's very good that
That
way.
one's fine.
My brother.
That with
Yeah,
the tea. This with the tea.
Yeah, the number is posted. Is also at the
Yeah,
bottom of the
I don't,
screen.
he keeps saying
For
post the
anybody
number.
that,
I just sent it to him like
832-318-6966.
Mm.
We'd love to hear from anybody that have an experience they would like to share with us for the holidays or
yeah.
just in general, period. What's going on. We also would like to know more from our community to see what would be something that you guys would like for us to talk about. What would be some topics or relatable issues you think that we as a community need to expound upon?
I say.
Research.
I say.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I know we're doing forgiveness part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a
next
good
week.
one. Yeah,
That's
that's
the
a
part
good
2.
one.
And
That's a
then
good
I
one.
actually want to do the violation of Black boys.
Mm, mm. Now that hole can get pretty.
It
Mhm.
can.
Mm.
It can. And it probably will. Because we're all, both parties, Black girls and Black boys, are suffering
That's peace, Queen.
growing up.
Hmm.
So you have to acknowledge both sides and not just say black girls this.
That's right.
I love that. I
Black
love that.
boys are also being abused.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand that when you have someone who has been abused versus someone who hasn't been abused, their thought processes are going to be totally different. One person grew up in survival, the other person grew up in love. The thought process is going to always be different. And they don't, and when a child is being abused, they walk away with at least one mental illness, if not two. So yeah, and it's happening to both parties. This is why there's such a disconnect between men and women today. This is why we can't get it together because of all the drama. I don't say drama, but all the abuse that we have suffered as children that we still have not yet to heal from.
I say, yes.
And once we're not walking in our authentic self. Not right now, no, and some people have yet to even acknowledge that something is actually wrong with them.
And you find that that's mostly from our community that we have.
I want to focus in on our community. This is I'm sorry.
Well, it's I can understand that because we do need more talk and more open dialogue about that because we don't go to counseling or therapy or anything like that
No, we do
as
not.
much as any other
But we need to normalize
race or
going
culture.
to counseling.
Facts.
We need to normalize going to, you know, the crazy person in the family years ago was the one that was upstairs in the bedroom that didn't come out. You know, we need to know it's okay. Ooh. This is God Level. Who am I speaking with?
This is Ashay. Senko.
Okay.
What's going on, brother?
Peace, King.
What's going on? Doing all right, man. I finally found something that I can, like I like to tell a lot of people, it's a long journey when you find yourself. Y'all finally got a platform where, you can come and talk about things, but sometimes a lot of people think you're talking crazy. I call them nationalized, whatever the government says, that's what they do.
I like that.
I've been on this journey since 2004. That's when I found myself. Because I had questions ever since I was a little kid about why things is. And I went to preachers and all types of people, and they just look at me like I'm crazy. Like, I can't even answer a question. So that's why I knew that's like, well, you can't answer the question. How would you tell me about your life? So let me go find it for myself. So, and I've been on this journey since 2004, and it's like one of my mentors was Dick Gregory. He said, once the universe picks you, you put on those glasses. You can't take them off. You can't force no one else to wear those glasses. So I had my glasses on, and I don't force no one to put them on. I just drop seeds and let them. If they grow, they grow. If they don't, they don't. But finally, see, they got a platform you could talk about things that constantly, every day, that you talking to the inner self of you. Because, like I tell my niece and nephew, they teach you up and down, left and right, but they never teach you in and out. So that's the real being is inside of you. The outside being is something they made up and they control. They can only control the inside, and that's what they want.
Yes.
So, and I appreciate y'all guys having this platform.
Thank you.
The one that can reach out and talk about things that's going on and what thoughts they have going through their heads. Just like that one lady was talking about my, which right now, for the last 3 or 4 years, I've been studying Jewish gematria. That's where they control us daily through their sports, through their news,
Sure.
everything, through entertainment.
I like them.
Everything. That's
Me too.
Yes, sir.
Matrix, all fake. And I tell everybody that's fake. You know,
Mhm.
see, it's fake. They make this stuff up to get you to react off of it. That's still you. You know, and it's hard to. I don't try to convince them, but it's lonely. You know, so I just appreciate y'all guys.
I say, my brother, that's peace. That's peace. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for calling in, man.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
It really does mean a lot. We have several other I can't even, I'm gonna say family members that call in
Yes.
because they're part of our community. They call in, and when they let us know that, hey, because of the show this or because of the show that, and we appreciate you. Honestly, I want to say on my end, we're doing this because our community needs us as well as we need our community. So this is the part what you just say inner and outer. We can't fix nothing on the outside if we ain't taking time to fix on the inside, my brother.
There
And
it is.
you hit that nail so perfectly on the head. Like, I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that.
In 2004 too. So how can I ask what your age is?
2000. I'm 48. 48. No,
Okay.
I'm 47. I'm
47. I figured you were around my age. Okay.
47 years young.
Peace.
I tell people all the time, you getting old. That's like, man, I don't think it old is cheese and milk. I don't have an expiration date on it.
Bars.
There's been ways that people are living far longer than 200 years. You can't. I said, once you break the cycle of this world,
Okay.
you know, I've studied and seen people who don't even eat and drink, and they survive. They don't need food.
Watch out now. Watch out now.
You know, and that's why I stay culture. I was trying to return to the source. That's my whole goal. Being on this earth is returning to the source. I don't go to your source. I'm returning to the source. So,
I was just having the same conversation with my son today when I was dropping him off. I was like, when we die, I said, we all want to go back to the source. And that's exactly what I called it. The source, that's it. I said that heaven and hell, I said, that's just a state of mind of why you're here.
right.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's it.
That was Q. That's my brother's Q. Right there. Yeah. Yeah, leave it right there. Leave it right there.
But you know what they say in court?
Yeah.
It always takes an order to stop an order.
Peace.
Okay.
That's peace.
So it takes a narrative to change another one.
That's facts. That's
I
facts.
got your number. Y'all go on every Sunday.
Yes.
Every
Yes, sir.
Sunday at 7 p.m. Every
Depending
Sunday.
on your time zone.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's
fact.
central.
That's fact.
Yeah.
that's
Today was just supposed to be a Q&A because it's Christmas and people do still celebrate Christmas.
That's the thing about it is and see, one part I get with people is like I got a lot of family members who, they're Christians and they're in the Bible, and I tell them all the time that you can't put a face on those people. You need to put a face on those people in the Bible.
I think my mic. Oh yeah, it's working. My mic.
Yeah, you heard him correctly. You heard him correctly.
Hey, I don't want no smoke with nobody.
Yeah,
It's been a beautiful
heard him
day. I
correctly.
appreciate the sun.
yeah. I
I'll
love it.
say.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that Black people in general are moving in a direction where we are becoming more self-aware and
Conscious.
conscious and getting back to our original our roots, spiritual beings?
Can you put the phone closer to the mic if you can? for when
He hasn't
speaks?
responded yet.
Oh, okay. No, I'm saying no. Someone just commented. Speak
No,
up.
I thought you were talking to him. Can you
No,
say
I
it
was
again?
talking to you. I was talking to you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Did you
Can
need
you
me?
say it again? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you feel like Black people in general is moving back toward our spiritual roots?
Yes. Well, because like I said, I've been on this journey since 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started on this, it was like maybe 5, as years went on, and I speak of something, and I just tell them, I was like, okay, I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm going to just drop the seed. You don't come back to me in 3 or 4 years later and say, you was right. I had incidents over and over again. So, yes, the people are aware of it,
Yeah.
but this is the key thing. They're scared. I said, fear is the first thing. I said, once the fear is gone, they're scared of you more than you're scared of them. I said, it's more of you than it is of them. So you got to throw the fear out of the situation.
Yep.
Fear they don't do something to what? I said, man, come on. I said, you promised one thing. You know what I'm saying? That's to live and die. I said, so what can they, when they going to promise you death, something that you already is going to happen? I said, so you got to throw the fear out. So people are starting to get the fear away from the situation where they want to speak about it. Like I have a friend, he's probably on the radio. And I've been trying to get on the radio and talk about a few things here and there, you know, and he was scared. So I started knocking down his fearness. Then he got on his radio one time and he called me a conspiracy theory. When I stopped him in his track, I said, dude, I'm never a conspiracy theory. I'm a truth seeker. I said, I try to look for the truth. So don't put a label on me just like the white man puts a label on you and everything they want to. I said, but to me, I'm a truth seeker. And I said, I'm trying to find the truth about wild things there is. I said, it doesn't make sense for me to go through this life and I'm looking at it like, why are you thinking this way and I'm thinking this way? And it's got to be a reason why I think this way and a reason why you think that way. So I'll start studying, researching. That's all I do every day is research and study and find me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, a lot of people are starting to research and starting to study and start to learn more stuff. Like you see the situation with Kyrie Irving. That was the best scenario that hit the planet.
Yes.
Because that's someone who they looked up to, and he's talking about something that is, you know what I'm saying, that is truth when he's standing on it. And he's not saying, well, I don't care free, you know, I don't care because I got money and, or y'all going to take the money away from me or I'm not playing. He's standing on it. So it gives them confidence like, hey, maybe I could stand on it. Maybe he's telling some truth. So I was like, see, I've been telling you this. I've been telling these things like that. Now, if it takes a celebrity for you to believe that, cool. I said, but, you know, so, you know, a lot of people are just, they're waking up. I call it waking up. You know what I'm saying? My motto is you can only believe the American dream because you just got to be asleep to believe it. You know what I'm saying? I tell them all the time, you got to be asleep to believe the American dream. You got to be asleep.
I've heard that before. I can't think of what comedian it was that said that.
And see, I live in the South. I live in the top of the South, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky is where I live at.
I was going to ask you where you're from because your accent is real thick. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I tell we did family tree one time. And it dated back 200-300 years. And I looked at it and I talked to everyone else like, you know, see, the word is there and there was someone was a slave. That's like, what do you mean? I said, you didn't date back 200-300 years. I said, where'd you find a slave at? We did. I said, because you was already here. You was already a free person. Because they came over here and made a situation that black people are slaves. Yeah, if you got captured, you put in slave, but you was already over here. So don't think that you came from Africa like they keep trying to tell you. That only lasted for a little bit, the African trade, but you was already over here. So don't let them sell you a narrative that's not true. And that's what a lot of people get caught into the narrative where they, was all slaves and we did this. No, you was already a free man. was already a husband, a wife, a mother, father, sister, brother. You already know how to build stuff, how to live. He's already civilized. He's the first. So changing people's perspective on that slavery mindset, as I call them, I say you still slave to the mind. You know, so a lot of people is waking up onto a lot of things, but like here in the South, it's a little harder because you still have some people like you go to that school and the dude that you go to school to is, you know, he was a slave master. So they're still gonna be caught up in that slave mentality that we gotta do this way. I'm just trying to be a good old boy. I don't wanna, or he's wearing this type of clothes and I gotta just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Find you, be yourself. So it's like I said, people waking up here in the South. It really is, and that's the key thing about it is we're in the South is people to wake up because that's where mainly the ones who was slaved and the ones who wasn't enslaved are getting mixed up together and they're thinking everyone was a slave. But no, he wasn't. You know, they did have some slaves come from Africa who lived in Kentucky, but there was already people who lived in Kentucky who was never slaves.
Yep.
Ashe.
Yes. I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Ashe.
Ashe.
My name is Shantae.
Shantae.
Ashe Ho is I found that probably about 10 years ago on this journey. It means a guy by a bar that like to smoke weed and chill out and hang out, and you know, and a lot of people envy him because he's a cool guy. And that's what I was. I was a guy that, before all this, I hung by the bars, and I smoked weed, and I was the cool guy, got along with everyone, and everyone's like, hey, guy, you know what I'm saying? He's cool, man. He's all right. I was that guy. So I found that, and I was like, that's me, you know. That's where I got the Ashe Ho from. It's in the Urban Dictionary. You don't get it in no regular dictionary. It's Urban Dictionary. I got it out of, so you know. And that's and that's why, you know, people call it. Why's your name Asshole? I said it's not. That's a reread. Yeah. So I get a lot of people saying, "What's up, asshole?" I'm like, "Why you call me asshole?" It's what it says on the thing. I'm like, no, reread it again.
So yeah, how do they get that out of Ashe? I-S-E? I mean A-S-E?
They thinking that's a misspell. He misspelled that. He obviously see how they already thinking, and that's why I like the situation, the conversation, because I say you don't pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I told my son. I said, you have to pay attention to details. You know, if I tell you to go over there by the door, underneath the table, there is a book I want you to get. It doesn't mean go over and say, I can't find it.
What do you know that
in life is look at details and figure out things. They just want to look at it real quick and say, oh, that's what it meant. So.
I see. Well, do you know that Ashe is a Yoruba word? It's from the from Nigeria, the Yoruba people, and they use Ashe as a way of saying this, and so it is. So it's an affirming word.
Yeah, that's what I know. Ashe means.
Okay.
I
see.
Yeah, I know Ashe means. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's whatever I think of in existence. I think that's what I do. I think things in existence. Like I say it all the time, like, hey, I'm gonna have a good day today. I'm going to have a good day today. I'm thinking in existence. It's going to happen. You know. It happens.
That's peace.
I have over 3,000 or more cells in the body that responds off of that. And if you don't understand that, your body.
Ooh, talk to him. Talk to him. Hello.
You got over 70 trillion cells that respond.
It's more,
to that.
but yeah. We vibrate.
He's a part of our tribe. This is one of our tribe members right here.
Yeah,
Oh my
we vibrate at a high
God.
level, frequency as well. That is
That's
Yeah.
it.
important.
So that's my whole thing was trying to each year I evolve myself. I've
Hmm.
never been the same person since 2004, 2005 with someone else, 2006. I transformed myself into better. Like I tell everybody, I was like, well, they said December 31st, it's a new year. I was like, what's new about it? What you mean? I said, what's new about it? It's the same. It's cold. It's nothing new. That's what they tell you. I said, I guarantee you, April 1st is different than December 31st. I said, that's why they call it April Fool's Day, because you're a fool to believe that it's not New Year, and it's the New Year. So me, myself, April 1st is the New Year for me because it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's the coming of all things green and all the birds.
Look
and
at
everything.
him! Look at him! Look at him!
So,
Yeah, it's
I
definitely a
just try to
rebirth.
evolve
Facts.
to a better being. And it's
Hmm.
it.
Oh man, we'll have to talk. So I would love to chat it up with you a little bit. Just
Yeah.
about because I can see you're always reaching for a higher understanding, man, and I really
Yeah.
commend that in you.
I understand.
And there's
Yeah.
definitely a higher understanding to be had out here, and I'm finding that piece by piece, day by day. You know, so it's
Yeah.
really
That's
it's
what a
really
lot of us
refreshing
out
to
here
hear
do,
you.
trying to ascend
Yes.
into a better being, like you said. Yeah. I love Paris One's my favorite rapper ever since he came out, since I was a little kid, and listen to his words and his sayings and the way his lectures and stuff. The way he was talking about one time with the being inside. He said, "Now, if you take this picture and it says rock star on it," he said, "No, you can see it. You can see rock star. Now close your eye. Can you see rock star?" Like, yes. Now, if you hear yourself say rock star saying it, now can you close your eyes and hear the word rock star? Like, yes. That's the person. That's the being that lives forever. It doesn't need the ears. It doesn't need the mouth to hear, to see, or to anything. That's the being that you want to be. That's the being, not the one who speaks and sees.
I
Because
Of
seen it.
course.
he can all of that. But the being
Hmm.
inside who talks to you and says, hey, that's hot, before you even know it's hot. Hey, don't go there. Your hair stand up on you. Something's over there. That's the being you want to be, and that's the being I'm trying to find in tune with and be on one accord with.
Hmm. Yeah. That's definitely the aspect of our being. That's the real aspect. That's us. And we call it
Yeah,
consciousness. We call it
yeah,
consciousness.
that's
That's what it is.
yeah.
Facts.
The
The
ringing of the
observer.
ear, like where you don't see nothing, you don't hear nothing, you hear that ringing,
Yes.
that constant ringing. That's the being. That ringing noise.
Getting
That's
your
you.
attention.
Ashe.
Getting your attention.
Very
Sean,
refreshing, brother.
yeah, what's your name? Sean, I'm gonna say it again. I'm just gonna say
I go by
Ashe.
Sean. I go by
Sean.
Sean, but my name is Shantae.
I'm gonna just
I
call
go
you
by
Sean.
Sean.
Shantae just no.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go with Sean. Sean, I want to thank you
Yeah,
for
I go
calling
by.
in. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm gonna clue in and talk to you guys. Like I said, I just thank y'all to where I can release this.
Yes.
Once you you get it, you just like I say, you get so lonely, and you can't express what you want to express and have understanding and go on with your day. They're just gonna look at you like, what's wrong with him? Or
Facts.
right now,
Yeah.
my phone doesn't ring anymore because since this journey, I get closer and closer to myself. The phone gets drier and drier, and I'm cool with that. I got over the years. I'm cool with that because, like I said, I'm 47 now, and you can't put a price on a peace of mind. And I'm cool
That's
with
it.
that. You know,
Yes.
That's it.
my son,
Yeah.
he's grown now. My son's grown now. I have a grandson, and you know, if I leave tomorrow, my seed still goes. That's my accomplishment of on this earth, that it's still here. I'm still here. You know, so I have
Yeah.
no problem with that. I just like to. I'm a chatty catty with the talking.
I say.
You know.
Well, I
It's okay.
Once I get started, it's hard to make you stop.
well, look, brother. I want you to make it a habit of calling in and talk to us. Make it a
Yeah.
habit.
Mm.
All right.
I tell you, it's so much. It's so much. I had so much built up over since 2004 until now. Once I first, have a mentor, he just went. I met him. When I was a young kid, I knew him. It's like a family member, and we call him Fresh because he always dressed fresh and clean and everything for years. And one day he was just like, he lived in Cincinnati, Ohio, and came back. It was rugged.
Mm.
It was like, oh, what's going on with you? Like, I used to be fresh, man. Like, he found himself. You know what I'm saying? He found himself who he was. He was like, he don't drink out of nothing but little mason jars, and he wears homemade clothes, and he's not fresh no more. He's got long dreads, and he's not, long beard, and he's got chew stick, and he finds little items on the ground and he polishes them. I was like, what's going on? He's like, he waited 3 or 4 years. It's not time for you yet. You're not ready. So when it was time for me, he came to me and like, hey, I got a few things to talk to you about. And then by 2004, I call it getting shocked.
Mm.
And it was a warm sensation over my body to where like it was a relief, like, thank you. Because I was going crazy. Stressing over something that was not even true. And he's like, well, I said, I already know. I have these questions in my head. And you answered like 20 questions before you're all in a row, like, no. He's like, oh. I was like, yeah. So.
All right.
Other than that, yeah, I'm a deep individual, as they call me. So you're a deep guy. I'm into myself, getting better and better. Polish myself. It's just me. I said,
Oh, I have another call coming through.
okay.
Thank you so much, Sean, for calling.
Yes, and I was still tuning in to talk to you guys. Appreciate you.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Appreciate you
And
too,
look,
King.
we're here every Sunday.
7 p.m.
All right. Oh, I missed it. Okay, there it is. Wait a minute. This is God Level. Who am I speaking with?
Peace and blessings. This is Amina.
Hi, Amina.
Hey, Amina.
Salute, Queen.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I wanted to say shout out to the last caller. Like, he was definitely dropping a lot of information. And
Yes.
like Brother Sabadama was saying, you can tell that he is on a path of enlightenment. So I want to encourage you, brother, to keep going because it's a deep pole. But the good thing is that, like, it's not a matter of us ever getting to a place of perfection. Like, we're here literally to find our purpose and to continue striving towards perfection. It's not an end goal, actually. So keep going.
Absolutely. Oh my God. How are you doing? How was your day?
It's been a beautiful day. So it's been an interesting day because with us being Muslims and then the rest of my family is not Muslim. Like my husband's mom is not Muslim. My parents aren't Muslim. So there's always this element of expectation for us to come and do stuff with them, even though it's not, our religious thing. And so sometimes we oblige them for the sake of keeping preserving the ties of kinship. Like I told my husband, I was like, we set our intentions. We're not going over there to participate in Christmas per se, but we're definitely going over there with the intentions of spending time with our loved ones. Like,
yes,
we don't have to do things if that's not, for us. And so, like, respect to our people who do, and respect to those who don't. But that's why I was really interested in hearing more like other people's ideas. Like some people are conscious enough. I don't want to say the W word. Conscious enough, and they understand the idea of the winter solstice and the Council of Nicaea and different things of all of that nature. That have to, there being this holiday being the way that it is, right? And then there are those who, for whatever reason, for the sake of staying out of capitalism, they have stopped celebrating. Because even with the religious aspects aside, like the element of capitalism that has moved its way into what even the idea of Saint Nick has been quote unquote because they have turned that into a way for them to go all out. Sometimes basically justify and like build up their own egos. Like sometimes the parents are giving gifts to their children that are just so extravagant, and it's heartbreaking because this is what they don't think about. When you give your child an expensive gift and you say Santa Claus got them that, but then another child got, their minimum, then it's kind of like, oh, this is when that lie catches up with everybody. Like it hurts the other little kid who's like, why didn't Santa Claus give me an iPad? I asked for an iPad. Why did so-and-so got an iPad or the new iPhone 14 or whatever? So that's a whole different field. So there are a lot of people who have abandoned the idea of Christmas because of just the excessive capitalism that goes with it, let alone, like I said, the fact that we're perpetuating falsehood with that whole thing. But this is why I love Kwanzaa. So this is why I love Kwanzaa. My mom introduced us to Kwanzaa when I was like, I think I might have been about 14 or 15 years old. I was in high school. I do remember that. And she was like, we're going to do something a little different this year. We're still going to celebrate Christmas. But I want to teach y'all something that I'm learning about. And so when she first started talking about it, she was just like, this is from our African roots, just a very generic, vague thing. And I just know each day she gave us these little small gifts. So every day we got little small gifts. By the third day, I was like, shoot, I like this better than Christmas.
Right. You get a gift every day for 7 days straight.
Yeah. Every day, she was teaching us something, and then she was giving us like a gift that, corresponded with what she was teaching us. And so I was like, this is a little doper than Christmas. Since I was a young child, I too, like, the reason why I said everything I said about the whole Christmas, Santa Claus, this child gets one gift and another child doesn't, because I went to school, and I remember when everybody would come back and compare, what they got for Christmas.
Right.
I remember seeing some children looking kind of heartbroken, and this was early. Because my mom had already told us that Santa Claus wasn't real. She then told us, she was like, I'm not going to let a fat white man get credit for me going to work slaving, and then I'm going to pass over the credit to him. She was like, no. And she was like, ain't no fat white man breaking into no black people's house to leave. Like, ever since I was with my mom, she was on a different note. And she has contributed a lot to my understanding of the world. So,
that's real.
Idea of Kwanzaa. Yeah, it really is.
That's real.
Really is. And as Black people, I see that Black people keep trying to, as the caller, as Ashe was saying earlier about the whole idea, like we keep trying to personify and then like appropriate things and make it be Black. Like we'll turn Santa Claus into Black person to make us feel better about celebrating Santa Claus. But at the end of the day, like us usurping it and coloring it to fit our own narrative, like it's still not helping us. But
and I'm wearing the hat. Me and John wearing the hat.
No, it's just I understand, but it's just the whole idea of us like perpetuating falsehood to the point where we sometimes like just go overboard. I understand fun, imagination, all of that. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about like Black people real life having the nerve to like really be like, I'm not taking my son to the white Santa Claus, but you're taking him to the Black Santa Claus. Like it's still a lie.
Still perpetuating a lie. Still perpetuating a lie.
Like it's still perpetuating a lie. So back to Kwanzaa. So after that first year, my mom introducing Kwanzaa to us, I didn't fully understand it. And then I guess the next year it was kind of one of those things like we wasn't so amped about it. We didn't really ask about it a lot after that. So it just kind of fell out because when you start doing something different and going against the grain, if you don't have a supportive community to help you uphold the new roots that you're putting down, like then they're gonna stagnate. Like you're not gonna dig deeper in those roots. So long story short, it just dissipated, like it just died out. But when I got older, I was like maybe 20 years old at the time, and I was in college and I started studying, and I was breaking away from Christianity. I started wanting to learn more about Kwanzaa and our roots, and what did Black people do before we was told to believe in Santa Claus? What did Black people do before we was told to worship the birth of Jesus on this particular day? And all of those things. So I started deeper, and I backed away from the idea of Christmas and started studying Kwanzaa, and I was just so blown away by the level of intentionality that has been put into this cultural holiday. And I feel good as a Muslim because it's not a religious holiday. I can still continue to celebrate that and share that with my family and my children without, any extra backlash. And the principles of Kwanzaa are all, like I said, it's just so intentional and meaningful. And honestly, if we were all striving to live according to those principles, which are based on the 42 principles of Ma'at, right? Some of those elements come from that. Mm-hmm. But if we were living according to that as a society, us as a collective Black people, we will be so much more powerful. So much more powerful.
As we once were.
As our power. Go ahead.
He said, as we once were.
Yes, as we once were. And I think we have to start slightly distancing ourselves until we can get strong enough to fully abandon those systems that don't serve us. There's so much energy that went into perpetuating this lie, right? Mm-hmm. And falsely celebrating the birth of Isa during this particular time of the year. Like, so much energy just went towards something that's not really real, and we could have been working towards something that's really real. And I'm praying that more Black people will come to understand what Kwanzaa is and to actually take part of it, because that is what's going to help us to rebuild as a collective.
Thank you.
That are taught during Kwanzaa, like if we live by those principles throughout our regular 12 months of the year, we will really be stronger as a collective.
That's right.
I just want to share that. So for those people who don't know, if you choose to celebrate Christmas, you can still celebrate Christmas and celebrate Kwanzaa. Like some people think, if I celebrate Kwanzaa, it's not a dichotomy. Like, there's no choice here. It's like you can do whatever else you want to do, but this is available to you. And I just want more people to understand what Kwanzaa is and that it's available to them. I don't want to try to go into the whole spiel of what all days are there, because I do feel like Brother Diamond is much more well versed in that, and I'm ready to start listening again. I get excited and I like talking for a period of time, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm ready to be listening. So I'm about to get off the phone.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling in, honey. We love you.
Peace to the Queen.
All right.
Salute.
Yes. Thank you so much, Queen, and thank you for just plugging Kwanzaa. Because it's definitely something that's very near and dear to the community that I rode with. We celebrated heavy, and actually trying to pull more of our people into it. Again, not just this time of the year, but the time, like she said, throughout the entire 12 months of the year. We should be practicing these principles, these 7 principles, which are called the Nguzo Saba. That's what the 7 principles are called, the Nguzo Saba. And
we should do a show on it.
Oh man, I can see if I can pull some strings to get Dr. Maulana Karenga to come on.
Bars.
Walking to the new, something new. Yes, we got our Santa Claus.
Look at that. What's that? The 25th. That's 2-5. You add it together, you get 7. What's that?
7.
Wisdom, culture, all being born of God.
Yes.
Can we just acknowledge that some powerful stuff has been dropped? A lot of big seeds been dropped tonight.
That's part of the community.
Facts,
That's part of the tribe. And you build it that way.
Wow.
You built it that way.
Yep. We learn, they learn, we learn.
Yes.
making me feel bad about my cowboy Christmas hat. I love it.
Oh no, we're not gonna make you feel bad about it. But
look at that. Look at that. You this is sexy. It's sexy.
But you do acknowledge the fact that once information enters the body, changes do happen.
Yeah, I mean, my daughter wanted to celebrate this.
No,
year.
that's peace.
It's nice. It looks good.
How could I not?
Yeah.
She's shopping for Christmas trees. I buy what you want. You want the whole experience because it was an experience to put the
facts.
The matching PJs. She wanted the whole experience.
That's cool.
The beauty is in the eye of the person that understands.
You cute though, sis. Fine. I don't know who you are, but baby, thank you. Because this hat, I swear to God, I walk into work with this hat on. They be like, "Oh, she's a cowgirl." No, I'm not. No, I'm the unit manager still. Who wrote that?
Watch out there now. Hold on. She clocks in. You know,
don't go try to change titles on me just because it's a special thing.
No,
I know this right. Stop them in their tracks, Queen.
Yes, it was. My intentions wasn't for Christmas. It was bonding with my daughter, and we had a beautiful time. And I also, was able to spend time with my son. Because he actually came over and put her vanity together, which took 5 freaking hours.
That's beautiful. Salute to him. Tell nephew I said hi.
He is going through a spiritual awakening.
Well, it always happens. Mm-hmm. That's where we at right now. We are in the
Like I was so excited. I had to and just ask questions and like, well, what made you think of that? Well, why did you come to that conclusion? Just allowing it to flow. And I'm like,
and you should have hugged him.
I did. It's my baby.
You should have hugged him, kissed him, and made him feel all marshmallowy.
That's my
And he would have left the house being on a conquering mission after that.
Yes, he's on the conquering mission still. It was a good morning. My daughter, we FaceTime my daughter in Cincinnati, and she watched my daughter or her sister open up her gift. So, and I got me a gift this morning, and it made me cry.
Oh, you got yourself you surprised yourself?
No, my daughter bought me a gift.
Oh,
she bought me do not laugh at me.
Okay, wait.
Okay. Hour 47.
She bought me an easy bake oven.
That's what's up.
Oh, that's cool.
I always what it was.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up.
That's actually cool.
That's what's up.
The little girl in me was like, yes.
Yep.
Finally.
You can really make some things in that oven.
I know you was like, Santa was listening to your gift. That's what Mm-hmm.
She got me a new phone case, and I don't have any blackout curtains, so she got me these little satin eye covers. I'm like, my baby, she was more happy about the stuffed animals I bought her than anything else. 14. Give me Pikachu. Pikachu. The big pink teddy bear. She was more okay. I want to thank everyone for jumping in on tonight's live. It was just basically a Q&A. Anything that you all wanted to talk about, we just kind of went with it. Huh?
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. Alexa, repeat the song. It was beautiful. Let's see what we got.
She's fully integrated in this AI technology and see. Alexa, fix me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Cut the edges.
By the way, if you guys want to watch anything interesting on Netflix in the future of, since we're talking about technology and everything, oh my gosh, wow.
In the future of, that's the name of it?
It's a series, In the Future of.
Okay.
And if you want a super psychedelic trip, Midnight Miracle. Oh my gosh.
Midnight Miracle and In the Future of.
No.
Woo. Yeah, but in
I
the
am
future
on
of
PlayStation tonight. I am on PlayStation tonight playing God of War.
Oh my goodness, look at you.
dang.
See, that's why we can't stay conscious long. You see what I'm saying? Distractions.
Hey, I'm right there with you. We got a new game, her and I. It's Scrabble.
okay.
Scrabble is our new game.
Oh,
So
yeah,
so now that she done
John,
whooped you
please
up
say
so
you
much
winning.
in
Yeah.
Monopoly.
Yeah, y'all had to switch it up.
It tilted. Well, actually, it tilted towards my way, and I was like, "All right, cool." So we kind of equal now. We need to. we need to do
I
something.
definitely will.
So you
I
got the
definitely will.
PlayStation. We in Scrabble now. We don't
Yeah.
Scrabble.
Well, it's fun. Y'all know how to play PlayStation. Y'all got one somewhere around or
Oh, we
had
Microsoft
one.
family here, so nah.
I know, right? Yeah, she want to. Yeah, go ahead and say Apple real loud. Go ahead. Go ahead and say Apple.
Apple.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. We Apple family too. We
They a
Apple
little bit of
family
both.
too.
That's what's up.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Yeah,
I
we
just
want
don't
to
know
thank
what's going on with
everybody for
Sony.
tuning in. We want to thank all our callers, all the comments. By the way, we also want to let you know we do have a, can we say fan page?
I don't know if we call it a fan page. It's our group page.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's say our group page.
It's a group
It's our
page.
group page.
We
Things
have
that
a
people don't
group
want to
page.
talk about. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. There it is up under our
Yes.
beautiful faces. Yeah.
Yes.
Join our Facebook Facebook group. You know, if you search things that people don't want to talk about, we'll be holding open dialogue over there as well. If you tune in over there, you will catch what we will be talking about the up and coming Sunday. So you can tune in on Sunday because we go live. We love to hear your beautiful voices.
Absolutely.
I say.
Alexa wouldn't play, so we gotta go. This is our last show of the year. And then
who closing out then? If this the last show of the year, I know somebody got some bars. Oh, come on, Santa. Come on, Santa. Don't run, John.
This is how we
Skywalker.
put it out here.
That's the album, y'all. That's the album.
Yeah.
That's peace.
Yes,
It's my favorite piece on here.
Oh,
there it is.
Most
Y'all sleeping on my boy John.
What a website. We put the website up?
Yeah. Well, for me or for him?
No, for God level and for him.
Oh.
Yeah. There you
I'll
go.
never be pumping up my business.
You never.
Y'all go ahead and stop by God Level, GodLevel1.com and get y'all a God Level hats. I got plenty. Red, white, black, blue. Grab one for the new year.
Support the cause.
I say.
Hey, John, what's the name of that album again, sir?
The Law of Affirmation.
The Law of Affirmation.
How can we find that?
Oh, y'all can stream it on all major streaming platforms. Doesn't matter if you have Apple, Amazon Music, Tidal. It's available on all major streaming platforms.
That's what's up.
Give it a few streams, 16 minutes long.
Sabbath Amen. What you got coming next year?
Somebody's asking about the 2 Netflix series too.
Oh yeah, can we put that in the comment form, John?
Yeah.
The Netflix series.
Yeah.
Those. What you talked about. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. What was your question to me, brother?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sabbath. I was just asking what you got coming for 2023.
2023, the official launch, birth, and function of the Abode of Osar, the Institute of Personal Excellence, is coming out. This is where I am functioning as a high-level life coach, counselor, and teacher. I will be having courses on self-improvement, the understanding, and all of this is based off of what I know and what I've learned, the same systems, the same initiation systems that I've gone through. that actually changed my life. And now I want to provide a courses to allow other people to conquer their worlds, their lives, attain peace, happiness within their lives, conquer whatever issues that you have through the courses, but get a deeper understanding and more personalized approach through my coaching. So I can coach you to it, whatever you're dealing with, coming from your fitness, if you want to get your body, because you got to get that right, right? To relationships in your household, relationships abroad, make that promotion at your job. All of this stuff can be you can be coached through all of that because it's all stemming from the same principles that are either not being acknowledged or not known in your life. So that's what I do through my coaching and everything. So that's coming in 2023. So look out for that promotion as well.
What you got going on this year, coming up here, King Newborn?
Since we put me on the spot,
But yeah, you asked me, you asked John, you asked Dion, and now I'm
I don't
asking
think I
you.
asked you, God level. I didn't.
You
ask you.
didn't?
No, I didn't. So go ahead, entertain.
I'm going to continue to be of service of for the community. That's it.
That's peace.
Heal,
That's peace.
love, compassion. Fill up my cup. Continue to fill. I want my cup overflowing. Overflowing. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing. That is what's being done. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm gonna keep pushing forward.
Keep pushing forward. Huh?
I'm gonna keep pushing forward. Keep being of service. Keep putting myself at an understanding position to continue to create peace.
Yeah.
Now I did have a little bit of a small little 2-week journey. I stepped into the field of HVAC. And let's just say I completed and I'm successful.
Go get
I
it.
say, come on now. Tell us the good news, brother. Tell us the good news.
Get it.
You got it. Is it near you? Do you have it?
Oh, I'm waiting for them to send me the 608 type 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. What about your certificate? Show it off. Show them you ain't playing. Show you ain't playing.
That's cute. I like how you did that. Not saying I got it on deck or nothing. I ain't.
It's just right there though. Here it is.
Not saying that for. I'm trying to be like you, brother.
Oh man, come on now. We trying to be like you. Look at all that ambition.
I'm just trying to.
He set the intention and made it happen.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold it close to your body. Hold it closer to your body. Yeah. There we go. Now, there we go.
Get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's real right there.
Stand focused.
Upgraded. You ain't who you were last week. Tell the truth.
Yeah, just like Ashe called in, he said he's trying to be better than he was last year and the year before.
It's
so
every day.
Every day.
We come forth every single day.
You got to keep growing, keep developing.
I say.
John, what you got for us tonight?
Thank you.
So, in all of this beautiful mess, we move like we knew we were blessed, renewed and refreshed. Like a butterfly from a cocoon, we die in one life and move to the next, fighting for love. Like a lumberjack, I am fighting for us. Feel the light where your core is, then sound off with the chorus. For this moment, I'm your florist, giving you flowers from the bottom of my heart where the ocean floor is. My ancestors found freedom there. Through this music, I will bring them here. They were great way before us. So we got to push it forward to the sky and I'm soaring. That's how it goes when you give me the green light for this serene life. Confidence so loud. Why they saying turn it down? along with every opportunity for my feet to ever leave the ground. So I let bygones be gone like me as I fly on. Ain't it funky how these evil people do, treating you like you're a god, say your name in vain at the same time? They don't believe in you. Conceited eyes never see the truth. Typically, I'm not a selfish dude. People will use you for their benefit and pretend they were helping you. Dang, the haters get salty because a brother got flavor and the substance. Like a sideways V, I determine what's greater. My words sound better in person, looking better on paper. Bless more, curse less. Find your purpose. Yeah, niggas speak so deep, well, only on the surface. They the type to embarrass us, mixing the ignorance with the arrogance. The devil tried to purchase my soul, but I don't negotiate with terrorists. The key to freedom is awareness, and I thank God for preparing us. I'll save you sometime from saving you from your whims, just to make you responsible for your sins. With a mind so bright, I save daylight and midnight and mid-flight as I astral project to another place, different time in the space with the divine mover. Long range like a sharp shooter with a Ruger. Impossible feast that's hard to compete. You see, my ugly, my beauty, my heaven, my hell, my yin, my yang, but do you see it in yourself? The universe is my snitch. In due time, it tells the truth. Life is a school. The cost of living is death. I pay my own dues. What about you? Feet planted in a room where I grew and I took off my shoes. Opened up the wings. Head to the clouds. It's my time. Both hands up, just like new. I fly on.
All right.
Shine.
Ashe.
I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off. Did I cut you off?
You good?
No.
Go ahead.
You sure before I called on John? I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You good.
Okay. I just took a word from that whole thing you just said, and it was shine. Shine.
Shine.
Shine.
It's time.
This time.
Mm.
Before we sign off again, I want to
Feminine principle.
I want to thank everyone, all of our new members. It was Deanna who suggested that we start a Facebook group, and it turned out very well. We started it back in October, and right now we're close to like 250 members. Please like and share. If the message interests you, and if you know someone else who else is interested in self-awareness, mental health is going to be one of our really big core. How do you put it? Core
it's already,
Yeah, it's a core value.
Core value. Something that we're definitely going to be talking about. Please share it. Next week, we're going to be talking about forgiveness. The week after that, we are jumping into the violation of Black little boys. We cannot leave them out. We've done Black little girls, the violation of Black little girls, but we cannot leave out our Black little boys. They need us just as much as our Black girls do.
Yeah, little boys become men at some point.
Yeah. And we want them to be the right kind of men. We really do. They have voice. They have a voice too. I know we focused a lot on the Black girls, and I had the numbers, the statistics. But what about the Black boys? It's happening to them too. They're just not saying anything, and they're walking with it, and they're carrying it, and they are dealing with it the best way they can. And they don't have a safe space to talk to anyone about it because the world is already against them. So yeah, we're going to unpack that second week of January and then go from there. Again, thank you to all of our new members. Thank you to everyone who called, who watched, who comment. And I'm going to go back to school when I say this, and we'll see y'all next year.
I say.
You know how you can be glad. I'll see you next year. John,
Literally.
you got me?
Yes. About to make it happen.
Peace.